Imagine if there was a formula so simple that you could use to lose weight without more trips to the gym and without eating less calories. In this video, I'm gonna go through the 3-variable formula that I've established that took me from chubby, consistently out of shape, to finally getting ripped by only training 4 times a week, eating as much as I want, and I don't really track calories at all. If at any point of this video you're starting to resonate with the things I'm saying, there's a link in the description where you can sign up and receive more fitness and nutrition advice for free. Rule, variable, whatever you want to call it. Number 1, nutrition. It is not a lie. If you want to get in better shape, if you want to lose weight, if you want to get leaner or ripped, the number 1 thing you should prioritize fixing is your eating habits. Look at it this way. You can do endless hours of cardio trying to outrun your horrible eating habits, but there's absolutely no way on planet Earth that's gonna happen before you burn out. You know that, I know that, your girlfriend knows that, everyone knows it. With high intensity cardio, there comes a cost. You get tired, you get exhausted, recovery takes a lot of time, and you can't really do it every day, but even if you could, what's the point? You get hungrier after a session. So many things to the point where you can achieve a diminishing effect. But if you just try and eat a little less than what you normally do, you are gonna save yourself a lot of torture. And this is where 99% of people fail and struggle. And I think this is the exact reason why they feel so repulsive about working out. They just start to hate it. And I know this because I've been there and I've done that for so long. So there's essentially 2 options to be able to hold on to this variable as closely as you can without making your life miserable. So option 1 is try to reduce your meal sizes and try to make healthier swaps. Now, when it comes to reducing meal sizes, it doesn't have to be by a half. It's totally unnecessary. You can start by trimming them down by, let's say, 10-20%. It might not seem like much, but small changes like this over time really add up to something big. Now, in terms of healthier swaps, let's say you are in a scenario, you're with your boys out, it's Friday night, and you've been to the club doing some and now you're hungry, you want to grab a bite, and what you do is you find yourself in McDonald's at 2 in the morning, and that's totally okay, but instead of grabbing your usual 10-piece McNugget, just go and grab a grilled chicken sandwich instead. I mean, it's not ideal, it's still not ideal, it's not perfect, but at least it's a step in the right direction. And now option 2, and this is the one I recommend, and it is the one that I personally live by, and this is to eliminate processed food altogether. Now, this will be very challenging for most of the people, especially for the ones who've never reached for an apple or a banana when their sweet tooth kicks in. However, over the long run, option 2 is going to provide you with dividends, because right now I consume a lot of food and I'm barely even struggling to maintain my weight. Option 2 is the one I really recommend to anybody, and this is what I encourage my clients to do, so there's absolutely no reason why I shouldn't recommend it to you too. I cut out processed foods this January, so it's been 8-9 months, and ever since I haven't really struggled maintaining my weight. And right before that, I was following option 1. And considering now that I can eat as much as I want, whenever I want, how much ever I want, if that's even a word, I would choose option 2 any day of the week, even though it was very difficult at the beginning. It's better, it's easier to stick to, and that's for so many different reasons. Like, this is where the whole all calories are not created equal belief comes in, because whole foods give you more energy, which directly translates to being able to move more and burn more. A box of Oreos won't ever give you the energy a banana or an apple can. Just like a banana or an apple won't ever make you feel sluggish like a box of Oreos does. So yeah. Plus, when the food choices are limited, it's so much easier to choose what's for lunch today. I mean, I'm telling you, this is gonna save you a lot of hustle. And on top of that, this avoids overeating and eating garbage food, because essentially all you eat is meat, fruits, veggies, raw dairy, and then honey. That's basically it. And by the way, I know people are gonna yap in the comments, but this is an old box of Oreo. I don't even know how I still have this in my cupboard, but I don't eat this. This is junk. You shouldn't eat it too. Yeah, no good. I'm gonna put this right there, and let's continue. Moving on to variable number 2. Training compound only. Bicep curls, tricep extension, leg extensions. These are isolation movements, and they're garbage. Yes, it's true, they build muscle. However, they don't burn fat anything remotely close to what you want them to. Plus, they make you stiff and less functional. So there's absolutely no point on why you should do them. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats, deadlifts, sprints on the other hand, have a much better ROI. ROI stands for return on investment for all those business bros out there. Not only do they build more muscle, burn more fat, and actually make you stronger, but they actually carry over their use into real life, which what training should be all about. Let's be real. One of the main reasons why I train compound only is because of the effectiveness and the efficiency I get. Compound movements engage multiple muscles at once, which directly translates to spending less time in a gym. And this is exactly how I'm able to train just 4 times a week and still gain muscle at a decent rate. Like if you're someone who, let's say, owns a business or has a very demanding job, you would know how difficult it is to afford to go to the gym 5 to 6 times a week. When it comes to the split, it really comes down to personal preference and goals, because all the programs that I do for my clients are really based on their needs and what they want. For example, Boyan, one of the guys I work with, he's a footballer and his goal is to just improve his lower body. And instead of just training his lower body once per week, what we do is put a lot of emphasis and train twice a week. So for example, Monday is a leg training, and then we got upper body pushing, upper body pulling, and then another leg training by the end of the week. So just 4 times, but we are putting a lot more emphasis on the lower body training. Now, let me actually try and find a circuit. I think I'm gonna put a screenshot so just you can have a better idea of what I'm talking about. Here you can see we got 3 sets of 70-meter dash or sprint, whatever you wanna call it. Then we got 3 sets of 5 heavy squats. This is for strength. And then we got 2 sets of 12 step back barbell elevated rotational lunges, 2 sets of 12 side dumbbell lateral lunges, 2 sets of 16 elevated alternating step back dumbbell agility lunges, and then as a finisher we got duck walks. Now I know this might sound a little too complicated, but he's a footballer, so I have to, be a little specific with the exercises. But if you're someone who's just starting out, what I recommend is try and mastering the basics. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, bodyweight squats, sprints as well. And once you do that, try adding a little resistance, additional weight or bands or whatever. This is gonna set your foundation for the heavier lifts later on. This is my number 1 advice I could give you if you're just starting out. Now I know this might sound a little too overwhelming for some. However, trust me, once you get the hang of it, you will understand it's not rocket science. Be aware that I also offer fitness mentorship. So there's a link for that too in the description. It costs $700. It's a 12-week program. It's great. I have huge confidence in my program. Nonetheless, if for some reason you're not satisfied with the results, I offer 100% money back guarantee at any point of those 3 months. Moving on to variable number 3, walking. If you want to lose fat, don't run, don't do the Stairmaster, don't skip the rope, and just walk. High intensity cardio burns glycogen stores while walking burns fat. 10,000 steps is a really good starting point for almost anybody. 12,500 is also really good, but 14 to 15,000 a day, that's the stage where you become a literal fat burning machine to the point where fat just melts off of your body. To learn a little more on how walking in general has completely changed the way I look and how you can apply the same, YouTube says you might find this video appropriate. Check it out.